Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Art at Home with Miss Beth. And today we are celebrating Shakespeare at a Distance. Typically here in Vermillion we have Shakespeare Festival, and it runs the entire second week of June. However, this week, things aren't happening that way. We're doing things a little different, and it's totally fine. I have little baggies like this at the library, and inside they're all different. I have strings. Today we are going to make a magic wand in honor of William Shakespeare. So we're going to make a something magical. I read The Tempest to you on Tuesday for our live story time, and in The Tempest there was a magical wand. So we will be making our own, and all you'll need basically is a stick. I went out in my yard just now, picked up the stick. I kind of like the end, how it's a little different. I broke off a little piece down here, but you can do whatever you want. It can be thick, it can be thin, it can be long, it can be short. It's whatever you want to make of it. And when you're looking at the examples, I have different things. I supplied yarn and some feathers. You can also find other things in nature. When you look at your examples here, you have some twigs that are on there, or twigs with some sprigs. This is probably needles from a pine tree. You can break an end off there. I've got leaves that are here, seed pods here. This is a good time of year to find lots of different things in nature. Some of the examples too, they wrap the bottom. Some of them just wrap the top. You could wrap the whole thing, and if I didn't put enough stuff in there, these are easy things to find, or if you need to take two, take two. Okay, I'm gonna put this up here, and I'm gonna dump out my bag. And you can use all of this, you can use some of it. I think I'm gonna save my feathers for the end. I'm gonna set them there so you can see them. Oh, I have more than one. They're little though, mine are tiny. Thin, white thin string. Got some black thin. It's got these little sparkly things on it. This one I thought was kind of interesting, and this was some donations that I got from the library, and these are thicker yarn. If you have other things at home that you want to add to it, go for it. Be my guest. And I tried to just get a variety of color. I tried to get a variety of thins and thicks, and these are, when we're talking art, this is going to be like a line. So this can represent a line. We're going to weave it around, and with this one, I think I wanted to double it up. This is really pretty. I think I do have a knot. I don't want a knot in it. Let's see if I can get it out. There we go. Okay. So with this one, I thought it'd be interesting. I can't really braid it because I don't have enough. You know, I probably should have had some scissors or something over here too, which I didn't grab, but I think we'll still be okay. I'll just keep wrapping. So we're going to wrap and then tie off, and I think in the beginning we can tie it on as well. I'm going to double this one and maybe twist it. How's that? And you know, it's your wand. It's your magical wand. You do whatever you want with it. I wonder if I could even finger weave. I already forgot how to do that. Keaton, help me. Just kidding. If I take I'm going to take it in half, and I'm going to pull it through so it stays on there. Let me see. That's the thing too, though. You can make it whatever you want. Did that get tight enough? You can overlap it. I'm going to leave my handle kind of open so I can hold it. I don't know if I'm going to add all the string to it, to the bottom part. And this one, see, I'm just rolling it around, not truly making it as thick. I guess I could even do this if I wanted. And then if I want to go over that knot, and then I'm going to come back up to make it a little thicker. And look at all the color in that. So I'm just twisting it. And had I done this a little differently, I could tie it. But I did not do it the way I probably should have. I'm going to see if I can tie it like this. I'm going to double it because I don't want it to come undone. And then I'm going to cover up the knot with another color, and then I'm just going to work my way up, hopefully. And the tighter I do this, the better it will stay. Do another knot. Okay, it's pretty good. Then, what do I want next? I think I'm going to use this one. Kind of different. Cave feathers, stay there. So with this, I almost want to do it the same as I did the other. I wonder if I can. I'm kind of guessing as I go. Pull that through. And then I'm just going to go around. And if I wrap it so it's solid, I'm going to get all that one color. But if I wrap it so that there's like space in between, I could go back and do a little mixing with another one. So you can see I'm just twisting. And I think what I want to do, I might add that a pretty teal to this too. And you can look, we had a lot of wind lately. And the wind knocked down tons of branches off my tree. So this was actually fairly easy to find. And if you go on walks, you probably can find lots of other things that you can add to your magical staff or wand, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I made it all the way back down. I think I'll go up again. And I'm doing it fairly tight. You can see I'm pulling on this as I go. Because if it's too loose, it's going to just kind of come off. So what kind of spells do you think I can cast? I stopped it there. Could even tie it on to another one and just keep going. And then we can try to hide the knot as we go. Okay. I just did that, but it's there. It's not tight enough. Okay, so I'm going to go and try to go in between some of these so you can see both colors. They look really good together. And the thing is, you can see this color is kind of, I mean, it's more yellow probably down there. Now I'm going to go back up. So I am overlapping my lines. These are all those lines. Look, you can see little X's with it too. I feel like I'm kind of drawing with my string. I'm going to get to a point where I'm close to the end. This time I'm going to do something a little different to tie it off so that the green and that teal stay together. When I get close enough, I'm going to put my finger in there, and then I'm going to make a knot, or at least like I'm tying my shoe. And if this is something, I'm going to do it again. If this is something that's a little harder for you to do, you might need a grown-up to help with the knots. with this, I'm putting my finger to save the spot, and then I push it through and I pull it. And it's keeping it pretty nice. I'm going to do it again till I get to where there's almost nothing left. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so you can see my greens, and I've got that nice teal. Okay, I also have like some variegated. You can see this one variegated is when it's just more than one. I think with this, I'm gonna come up here. And then I'm going to tie a knot here to keep it in its spot. One, two, and this is thinner, so your line, it will be a little bit different. I'm gonna try to hide that piece. See if I can do it. Okay. Sometimes I like to leave. You can see I have the spaces left on it. Okay, let me go this way. Sorry. And then I'm just going to roll it, roll it. It could overlap. I could have taken it all the way to the end. I mean, there's no wrong way of doing this, and there's no real right way either. I mean, the only rightness that you have is that it stays in place. And it's tight enough and it won't come off. Now you can start seeing that white because it's variegated on there. Little pink that's in there. I almost want to hide this too. I wonder if I might be able to do that with the end of this. So if I lay this down and then just start rolling over it, maybe not. Let's see. Just to hide it. I think what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to do the same thing that I did to tie it. Put my finger there, and then I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to do it again. Put my finger there, and then pull it up. Okay. And I'm going to try. Oh, so pretty. Maybe this guy. And I'm going to start it with a knot. So I tied a knot. And I could make this thicker. What if I just kept rolling it in place and didn't take it anywhere? That would give it kind of like a beaded look to it. Shall I try that? Not real sure yet how I'm going to add the feathers, but it's coming up. So you can see it's a lot thicker. And it looks maybe more like some kind of a bead. When I get to the end of this, I'll take it to the side a little. And then I'll tie it off there. So I already tied it off. I think I feel like I have a knot. Oh, I did. I remember. Okay. There we go. That was like so. So I'm going to let it come up. And I'm going to do the same thing I did before. Wow. I feel like I need more room here. Yikes. Just dropping stuff. Okay. Now the feathers could go on the very end, or if I already wanted to incorporate them into my wand, I surely can. Let's see if we can get it to stay in place. And I'm just doing the same thing where I'm going to pull it. Whew. Okay. Now in order to keep that there, I'm going to have to, I'm going to add more string. Should we do black? End it with white? That way we'll contrast this a little bit. So let me knot it, and then we'll wrap over it and try to avoid that beautiful feather. Okay, so here we go. You guys ever made a wand before? I know back when my daughter was really into Harry Potter, that was something that she had made. I don't think I ever have. Oh, I don't want that guy loose. Loosey goosey. There. Okay, so now hopefully I went around that feather. I want to try to get that feather to stay. Then I'm going to drag it up to the top. Maybe we can try to catch another feather somewhere. Gosh, they're pretty. What if I put another one here? And then I have to do that knot thing though, don't I? Let's see if I can, or if I could just wrap it tight around there, maybe it'll stay. As long as I go under, I go behind it now. So it kind of stays up. One more feather, and you guys, you could add anything you want to this. It is your beautiful magic wand. And if you don't want to add all the string that I gave you, you don't need to. Okay, I'm going to make this go. Try to get it thicker. Knotted this all up. You could use, if you need scissors because you have too much string, you surely can do that as well. I see that little sequence that's on the end of that black. Yeah, and each of the bags, when I put them out, you'll be able to pick them up already. I'll have them available early enough that you can kind of maybe pick through to see what you actually want. Okay, I'm getting close to the end, and then I've got white if I want to do white. But you know what? I still have another feather. And I think as I get to the end, I want to add it to my end. I hope you can still see this. It's getting kind of crazy. Crazy fun. So now you can cast some magical spells. I'm gonna go here. And maybe I won't even use the white. I don't know. I kind of like this the way it is. And if that's the case, I need to figure out how I'm gonna tie this off. I'm just gonna put my finger there and then pull it. Yeah, once you start with those, the feathers are super slippery. try it again here. That wasn't working. Then, come on. That's gonna stay. Let's see. Put it through here. I'm having a little trouble knotting this one. I think I keep grabbing the end of the feather. I guess if that's the case, I'm just going to pull it down. Let's see if it's nice. Ta-da. Okay. I'm not going to add the white. I don't think I need the white. This is my magic wand. It is for Shakespeare at a distance. How fun. And you know what I'm going to ask you guys to do? I want you to take a picture and I want you to send it to me. I've got a little bit of a gallery going. I only have things from the Auto Girls, and I also have something from Demi, but if you guys make stuff, send it to me. And I'll add it to the gallery, and then I'll let you look at when we get to the end of the summer reading. We're going to have a beautiful gallery show. Gorgeous. Well, thank you so much for making our Shakespeare at a Distance. And I also want to thank Carol Gooey. Carol Gooey's been wonderful working with us through this collaborations. So get out there, find a great magical stick, and make some fun, beautiful